Hello, everyone. I want to talk about something that affects us, whether we realize it or not: the cost of comfort. It's a price we often pay without even noticing until it's too late. And it all starts with a story. And believe it or not, how I learned to swim. Now, would you believe me if I told you that comfort can be harmful? That too much of it might cause entire societies to collapse, and not just individuals? It's not a dystopian fantasy. This is exactly what happened in John Calhoun's well known experiment, Universe 25. In the 1960s, John Calhoun created a utopia for mice with unlimited food, unlimited water, and unlimited space. And no, predators, no disease, no struggles. At first, the mice thrived, but over time, something wrong happened. They stopped building nests, they stopped caring for their young, developed homosexuality, and eventually the entire population collapsed. Why? Because without struggle, without challenge, they lost their purpose. John Calhoun conducted the same experiment over and over again, but the result was the same. Today, I want to discuss the price we pay for comfort in our own lives and how we may sacrifice development, connections, and meaning in our pursuit of ease and convenience. Additionally, I want to inform you of the boiling frog syndrome, which is an even more harmful. If you drop a frog in boiling water, it will instantly jump out, as you have probably heard. It will be too late for the frog to realize that it is in danger if you place it in cool water and gradually turn up the heat. It serves as a metaphor for how we, faced with quiet comfort, we too can grow complacent. Until it's gone, we are unaware of how much we're losing our will, our adaptability, and our purpose. Let me take you back to when I was 14 and joined the swim team. At first, it sounded like a great idea because I loved swimming as a hobby, which was fun and great way to stay fit. But I quickly realized how grueling it was. I'll wake up very early for about 3 times a week, jumped into freezing cold water, and pushed my body to its limit until my arms felt like jelly. My hair was always wet. I was constantly sneezing throughout the morning, and I'd show up to class exhausted and hungry, where even the strictest teacher who had a no eating policy made an exception just for me. There were days when I wanted to quit, and honestly, I did quit. I told myself it wasn't worth it. The early mornings, the aching muscles, and the exhaustion, and above all, I did not see a reason to continue like this. It was not like I was destined to be the next Michael Phelps. I just wanted to stay in bed, comfortable and warm. But then my parents stepped in. They reminded me that I had made a commitment, and not just to the team, but to myself. They told me that quitting might feel easier at the moment, but it would cost me something far greater in the long term run: my growth. So I went back, and over time, something amazing happened. The struggle didn't disappear, but I started seeing the rewards. My body grew stronger. I made friends who became like family. I even landed job opportunities because of the discipline and skills I developed through swimming. The struggle, as painful as it was, gave me something invaluable: growth. As the famous Jim Rohn would say, don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. That's when I realized that comfort isn't always the best option. We risk losing everything if we use it excessively. We risk losing our motivation, purpose, and humanity when we remove all our struggles from our life. Just like the mice in Universe 25, like the boiling frog, we often don't notice it until it's too late. Here's a powerful fact: studies have shown that people who have moderate challenges in their life report higher levels of happiness and fulfillment than those who live in comfort without any obstacles. Why? Because struggles forces us to adapt, innovate, and discover what we truly are capable of. This is something that the famous Bear Grylls would often say, our childhood hero. Think about it. When everything is easy, when there's no resistance, we stop growing. We stop learning. We stop pushing ourselves to be better. But when we face challenges, whether it's studying all night for an exam, training for a marathon, or standing up for something we believe in, we tap into a part of ourselves we didn't know existed. We develop resilience, creativity, and a sense of purpose that comfort alone can never provide. It's not just about personal growth. Challenges can bring people together. Think about the most meaningful moments in your life. Were they easy and comfortable ones? No. Or were they moments when you pushed through the challenge? When you worked late on a group project, when you trained for a team for a big game, or when you supported a friend through a tough time, those are moments that shape us. They teach us about the perseverance, about teamwork, and about the human connection. Here's the catch: challenges don't have to be monumental to be meaningful. Even small struggles, like waking up early to exercise, learning a new skill, or having a difficult conversation, can lead to growth. The key is to embrace them, to see them as not as obstacles, but as opportunities. So the next time you face with a challenge, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow? Because the truth is, the moments that test us are the moments that define us. So I ask you, when was the last time you felt truly proud of yourself? Was it after scrolling through social media for hours? Or was it after pushing through a challenge, finishing a tough project, running a marathon, or even just getting out of bed on a hard day? The famous "what does not kill me makes me stronger" is something probably heard about sometime in our life. This is not just the famous Justin Bieber song, That Power, but from the philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche. It's the truth that's been proven time and time again, both in science and in our lives. I remember the moment I learned to swim. Someone just threw me into the water, and I had no choice but to figure it out. It wasn't pretty. There was flailing, grasping, and a whole lot of panic. But eventually, I stopped sinking and started swimming. That moment taught me something I'll never forget. Growth doesn't happen when you're standing on the edge, waiting for the perfect moment to dive in. It happens when you're thrown in and forced to adapt. For a long time, I avoided being thrown in. I stayed where it was safe and comfortable, telling myself I'd take risks someday. But comfort comes at a cost. The longer I stayed on the sidelines, the more I missed out on opportunities passed me by. Dreams gathered dust, and growth became something I kept pushing off. Then life threw me in again, this time into challenges I wasn't ready for: a new job, a difficult conversation, a leap of faith. And just like that, with swimming, it was messy at first. I felt unprepared, out of my depth, scared, but I figured it out. The flailing turned into swimming, the panic turned into confidence, the struggle turned into strength. If you're waiting for the perfect moment to take a risk or try something new, stop. Stop letting comfort steal your potential. Jump in, or let life throw you in. Yes, it'll be uncomfortable. Yes, you'll feel unprepared, but that's where growth happens. Life you want isn't on the sidelines, it's in the water. Jump in. So here's my challenge to you: don't let comfort cost you your growth. Don't be the frog that doesn't notice the water heating up. Seek out the challenges that pushes you out of your comfort zone. Whether it's joining a team, learning a new skill, or standing up for something you believe in, don't shy away from discomfort. Growth, purpose, and a life worth living are on the other side of that struggle. Now, Universe 25 showed us what happened when there's no struggle, collapse. The boiling frog syndrome reminds us how easy it is to fall into self satisfaction. But our lives don't have to be like that. We choose to dive into the cold water, to face the challenge head on, and come out stronger on the other side. So, what will you choose? Comfort or growth? The choice is yours. Thank you for your time.